but I loved him and he's the only man for me. Yes, I like it kinky. And he says, we'll give anything